Ave Maria, welcome back to No Apologies. So today we're going to take a look at Jehovah Witnesses and their belief in the 144,000. Our guides will be again Father Frank Chocon and Jim Burnham. And Jehovah Witnesses believe that there are only 144,000 people who actually arrive in heaven, and all the others who are righteous before God will inherit an eternal paradise here on earth. Now this group of 144,000 began with the apostles, and it was completed by 1935. So anyone who has joined the Jehovah's since that date does not have the hope of reaching heaven, but only the earthly paradise. And it also reveals the belief of those Old Testament saints and prophets are not amongst those attaining heaven, but only the earthly paradise. The 144,000 are referred to as the anointed, and all the rest are referred to as the other sheep. And this teaching was not taught by Charles Russell, the founder, but it was introduced by Judge Rutherford in 1935 after an alleged revelation. The Jehovah's usually point to two scripture passages trying to find support for their belief. And the first one that we'll look at today is from the book of Revelation, chapter 7, verse 1 through 8. And it reads, "After this I saw four angels standing at the four corners of the earth, holding back the four winds of the earth, that no wind might blow on earth or sea or against any tree. Then I saw another angel ascend from the rising of the sun, with the seal of the living God. And he called with a loud voice to the four angels who had been given power to harm earth and sea, saying, Do not harm the earth or the sea or trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God upon their foreheads. And I heard the number of the sealed, 144,000, sealed out of every tribe of the sons of Israel, 12,000 sealed out of the tribe of Judah, 12,000 of the tribe of Reuben, and so on through all 12 tribes of Israel." So 12,000 people from each of the 12 tribes of Israel are sealed as God's servants or as His slaves, and these are the Jehovah Witnesses anointed. Now the Jehovah's interpret a part of this passage literally and a part of it symbolically. So the 144,000 is taken literally, but the fact that the number here is compiled from the 12 Jewish tribes, all descendants of Israel, is seen as symbolic. So despite that inconsistency, if we look a little bit further down in that same chapter, we can see that the interpretation as a whole is in error. So what we just read was verses 1 through 8. If we go back for a second to look at verse 1 through 3, we can make a point that those 144,000 that are being referred to are still a group that is on earth. So it reads in verse 1 through 3, "After this I saw four angels standing at the four corners of the earth, holding back the four winds of the earth, that no wind might blow on earth or sea or against any tree. Then I saw another angel ascend from the rising of the sun, with the seal of the living God. And he called with a loud voice to the four angels who had been given power to harm earth and sea, saying, Do no harm to the earth or the sea or the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God upon their foreheads." So that group, the 144,000, is a group still on earth. But if we go down a little bit further to verse 9, we can see there that there is another group that's described, much more numerous than 144,000, which is already in heaven. So in verse 9, we read, "After this I looked, and behold, a great multitude, which no man can number, from every nation, from all tribes and peoples and tongues, standing before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed in white robes, and palm branches in their hands, and crying out with a loud voice, Salvation belongs to our God, who sits upon the throne, and to the Lamb." So this great multitude of people, which no man can number, is before the throne and before the Lamb. They're already in heaven. So the error of the Jehovah's is to take a part of that passage, verse 1 through 8, out of its context, hold it up on its own, and give it a new meaning. So thanks for joining me here on No Apologies. Ave Maria.